Surprise! Did you like the place?
Yeah, it's cute.
Baby?
On 90-Day Fiance. Before the 90 days, Veah Netherton declines to taste Sunny Mahdi's cuisine. Fans appear to agree with him that what she did was impolite. Veah Netherton and Sunny Mahdi's 90-Day Fiance in South Africa. Putting her nervousness aside, Veah Netherton leaves baggage claim in order to meet Sunny Mahdi, her boyfriend, in South Africa. She acknowledges that spending time together in person feels so different. She believes she needs to create her comfort level with him from the beginning. The 90-Day Fiance. Prior to the 90-day couple's arrival at the hotel where they will be lodging throughout her visit. Since he lives with a roommate, he booked them a hotel room. If it was just the two of them, he thought they could get to know one another better. Veah is asked by Sunny if she enjoys her hotel room. She says, "It's cute." Then he inquires as to her hunger. Yes, is her response. They proceed to the kitchen and take a seat at the table. He informs her that now is his chance to treat her like a royalty. Veah declines to eat Sunny's food. Sunny removes the meal he prepared for Veah. She queries him about it. He explains to her that they eat chicken curry with this particular type of bread. In addition, he informs her that he worked very hard to prepare the supper for her. The 90-Day Fiance. Prior to the 90 days, the cast member expressed gratitude for his meal preparation. She refuses to eat it, though. He's shocked that she won't eat the supper he prepared especially for her. Veah acknowledges that she is a finicky eater and is cautious about what she puts in her body, but she doesn't try to offend Sunny. She doesn't want to eat the food he made her since she doesn't know what's in it. He intends to eat it himself, nevertheless, because he enjoys eating. Before the 90 days celeb rude, fans called a 90-Day Fiance. Veah Netherton's refusal to consume the dinner he prepared her thinks to be impolite, according to Sunny Mahdi. He notes that in his culture, food plays a major role. It saddens him that although he wants her to appreciate his culture, she won't even sample his cuisine. Some 90-Day Fiance. Viewers thought she was impolite when she turned down his food before the 90 days. One individual believes it was a cop-out to not eat it because she didn't know the contents and that it was very disrespectful. It's rude not to try food when someone prepares something special for you, according to another person. She could have taken a bite and then said she was too tired to eat at all. The person explains. Can Sunny get Veah to try new foods and venture beyond of her comfort zone? Veah rejects Sunny's food. Is she rude? Is a scenario that resonates with many 90-Day Fiancé viewers, who are often drawn to the cultural exchanges and misunderstandings showcased on the show. Here's a deep dive into whether Veah's reaction is rude or a relatable reflection of adjusting to new experiences. Setting the scene. Why Veah might have rejected Sunny's food. Veah's reaction to Sunny's food could be influenced by several factors, such as cultural background, food preferences, or dietary restrictions. As anyone who has tried food from a different culture knows, it's natural to be apprehensive about unfamiliar flavors and textures. However, 90-Day Fiancé thrives on these cultural contrasts, which often drive drama and engagement with the characters. Sunny may view her food as an extension of her hospitality or her culture. So to her, rejecting the food could feel like rejecting her effort or identity, even if that isn't Veah's intention. Intent versus interpretation. Was it rude? In many cultures, refusing someone's food without at least trying it can be perceived as rude, particularly if the host has put effort into preparing it. The question then becomes whether Veah intended to insult Sunny or simply didn't like the food. If her reaction was respectful, it might be seen as a matter of preference rather than rudeness. On the other hand, if she reacted with visible disgust or dismissiveness, it might come across as unkind. Here are 3 factors that often affect how rejections are received. 1. Tone and body language. A calm and appreciative tone usually softens the impact, while a harsh tone or obvious discomfort can appear insulting. 2. Communication of preferences. If Veah shared any dietary preferences or restrictions ahead of time, it could have helped avoid misunderstandings. 3. Respect for effort. Showing appreciation for the effort, even if you can't partake in the food, often makes a positive impression. Cultural differences in food as identity. Food is deeply tied to cultural identity, and it's common for hosts on 90 Day Fiancé to feel hurt when their culinary traditions are rejected. Sunny might have seen her food as a part of her heritage and a gesture of welcoming Veah into her world. For Veah, the food might simply have been unfamiliar, but for Sunny, it's a part of who she is. Fan reactions and debate. 90 Day Fiancé fans often have strong reactions to these moments. Some viewers might find Veah's rejection understandable, emphasizing her right to personal taste. Others may feel she missed an opportunity to embrace a new experience. Ultimately, whether Veah's reaction is rude or not is subjective, relying on personal beliefs about food, culture, and courtesy. However, the situation does provide an interesting glimpse into the dynamics of navigating new relationships and cultures, which is exactly what makes 90 Day Fiancé so compelling to watch. Veah's rejection of Sunny's food on 90 Day Fiancé definitely stirred up some debate among fans, with some viewers feeling she was rude, while others argued she was just being true to herself. This kind of situation is common on the show, as the cultural and personal differences between cast members and their families often come to the surface. In Veah's case, her reaction to Sunny's food could reflect either a genuine discomfort or a more sensitive, cultural disconnect. Some fans think Veah was a bit too blunt, especially considering the effort Sunny likely put into the meal, while others feel that she should not be forced to eat something she's uncomfortable with just for politeness. What's your take? Do you think Veah's reaction was rude, or was she just being honest? 90 Day Fiancé, Veah's dilemma. Is it rude to turn down Sunny's food? 90 Day Fiancé is known for its captivating storylines and emotional roller coasters, offering viewers an insight into the complex relationships between couples from different cultures, backgrounds, and lifestyles. A recent scenario involving Veah, a cast member, has sparked a heated debate among fans. The question at the heart of this controversy is whether it would be considered rude if Veah refuses food offered by Sunny, another character on the show. To understand why this simple choice has stirred so much attention, let's delve deeper into the cultural and social dynamics behind it. The background: a cultural clash in the context of 90 Day Fiancé. Food often plays a crucial role in bridging cultural differences between couples. Sharing a meal is a universal way of showing hospitality, and it serves as a gesture of welcome and goodwill. For Veah and Sunny, this dynamic becomes even more complicated as they navigate the cultural expectations associated with sharing and accepting food. Sunny comes from a culture where offering food is seen as a sign of respect and warmth. By preparing and offering food to Veah, Sunny is not only extending hospitality, but also inviting her to accept his culture and values. This gesture represents a significant step in building a connection and understanding between them. For Sunny, a refusal could be interpreted as a rejection of not just his cooking, but also of his culture, values, and, to some extent, his feelings. Veah's perspective: dietary restrictions or personal boundaries. However, it's essential to look at things from Veah's perspective as well. In today's world, people often have personal, ethical, or dietary restrictions that shape their food choices. Veah might have reasons for not wanting to eat the food offered, and those reasons may range from dietary restrictions, food allergies, or a simple preference for particular types of food. In this case, Veah's refusal may not stem from disrespect, but rather from personal boundaries or limitations that are equally valid. Some viewers have pointed out that Veah's choice to decline Sunny's food could be a way of asserting her independence. It could be her way of demonstrating that, while she respects Sunny's culture, she also has the right to make choices that align with her values and lifestyle. This perspective resonates with viewers who believe that respect should be mutual and that accepting or rejecting food shouldn't define the relationship. Fans weigh in. A divisive debate, the situation has created a divide among fans. Some argue that Veah is indeed being rude if she refuses Sunny's offering without any explanation, as it could be seen as disregarding his culture. This group of fans believes that, as a guest in Sunny's life, Veah should be more open to experiencing his traditions and tastes, at least as a gesture of respect. On the other hand, many viewers defend Veah's right to decline the food politely. They argue that consent and personal choice are paramount, even in relationships with strong cultural influences. They emphasize that Veah should not have to compromise her own principles or comfort simply to satisfy someone else's expectations. What does this mean for their relationship? The issue of accepting or declining food might seem trivial at first glance, but in the case of Veah and Sunny, it symbolizes a broader challenge that many couples face in 90-Day Fiancé. Finding a balance between personal boundaries and cultural expectations. Relationships require compromise, but they also require respect for each individual's comfort levels. If Veah chooses to decline